Good evening, y'all. What's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to another night of hot topics and social commentary with JoJo Speaks. Thank you guys so much for joining us, especially those of you viewers coming from the Juice Radio and Talk Show. I know we are on a 2 or 3 week break for the Juice Radio and Talk Show, but thank you so much for hanging in there with JoJo Speaks. A couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, press that big red button. It is free and easy to do. Make sure you give us the thumbs up on this video. Also, be sure to leave us a comment. Be sure to press the notification bell. And last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your friends, family, and loved ones. Let everybody know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. I got my sister Jennifer back. Mike is not home, so unfortunately he won't be joining us tonight. But yes, it was just me and Jennifer on this evening. How are you doing, Genesita?
I am not yawning.
All right, that's all right. Of course, we
That's what
want
I'm
to.
not doing because I'm not doing that.
Okay, because you know it'll cause a chain reaction, and we
And
don't
we
want to.
and there's no need for that. We have
No,
no time for it.
there is
Mm-mm.
not.
No, not
So
one need for it.
as I always like to do, I always like to start off with the saddest news. We had unfortunate passing of a great actor. His name is Andre Bauer. He was on. I only know him from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's a show that I've seen like maybe 2 or 3 episodes of, which is pretty funny. I just really wasn't able to like really get into it like I really want to. I'll
Oh
try
no,
it again, but
get
he's
into that show's freaking hilarious.
he is hilarious on that show. His deadpan delivery of every single one of his lines, not changing any type of emotion whatsoever, is acting. Like that's something real. But he's also an Emmy winner. He's been on many different shows and movies. If you look at his catalog, it's quite a long list. And so, unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 61 from some type of illness. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Did you hear exactly what it
They're
is he
not.
got?
They don't know. They're not saying what it is. They said a sudden illness. Andre
Okay.
Braugher went on to glory. I'm just going to do my best not to concentrate on those things and think about the happy moments because I really enjoyed him. Of course, with my age, I was introduced to him through Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so he was awesome. Still is awesome. I'm actually still watching the seasons as they go by, because it's
Oh,
just
it's still currently running?
no, it's just
Oh,
oh,
okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. It's just light comedy that I really enjoy. And it's not like not like comedy, no, like being Tyrone really laughing out loud
Yeah,
comedy.
Andy Samberg is hilarious to me, and I think he might be one of my favorite SNL cast members. Because
Yeah.
he's just like just the way he smiles sometimes is
Hmm.
just hilarious because he knows how to do the comedy, and
But
so
he does,
and I'm
yeah.
surprised I haven't seen him in more movies because typically those SNL people be doing buku movies. Like I'm surprised he wasn't in The Hangover
I don't think
or
he was I don't think he was that kind of dude. I think he more wanted to go towards TV because of the passion that he went into with that Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That show was a very good show, and it hit hard, and
yeah,
it
and it stayed
lasted
on
for
for
many
quite a few
years.
seasons. Yeah,
Absolutely. Even after Fox dropped him, I think it's ABC that picked him up.
NBC because it's on
NBC, thank
Peacock.
you.
Yes.
So yes, I love the show. Andre Brown would be missed, and thank you so much, Aaron, for mentioning some of the other things that he's done. She loved him in The Practice and as well as Love Songs.
I think I might have to watch The Practice because that's the one that Tay Diggs is on, right?
I
The Practice.
reckon.
Yes, I think I might want to watch The Practice. I know that that's a spin-off from some other show. I just can't remember what show was the spin-off from. But our condolences out to Andre Broward's family and loved ones, all those
I
who are
can't
missing
imagine.
him,
That's just too
because it was
soon.
so
I'm sorry.
sudden, and he
We
was young. He's
Yeah, just
61.
61. That's I don't like
That's
that. I
that's
don't
so
like that carrying
sad.
on. Those are the kind of moments I don't like, but I can at least say, oh, and he was on Scandal. Latoya said he was on Scandal as well.
Oh
Um
wow! I
I
wonder who
just
he put
want
on Scandal.
to I'll say that I'm just happy that he finished that work with Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Right.
and I pray that he finished everything else that he wanted to do, because I do believe that even with sudden passings like this, I
Hmm.
believe God makes a way for you to do everything that you needed to do on this earth before you go on.
I
So
agree with that.
I'm um I want to say I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's in glory. And just
Yes,
and I'm
because
not
he's happy right now.
yeah, because I'm not judging, my prayers that everybody's in glory, okay?
Hmm.
So I'm happy he's in glory. Some people do need to go to hell, but I'm not gonna take him there. Um,
Yeah. Thank God we don't have a heaven or hell to put anybody in.
no,
Okay.
I just hope for the best. Your death is you know what? I'm gonna shut up.
Right.
Um,
Because we're getting too deep into
we're
this thing,
getting
child.
deep. Aaron says hello to everybody.
Hey,
Hello, Aaron.
Aaron,
Love
I
you.
missed you today. And I'm going to miss our 90 Day Fiance reviews, Aaron. I really am for the next 3 weeks. But we will survive, honey. We will survive.
Latoya said the practice is a spinoff from Scandal.
No, I don't know. No, because I think the practice was out before Scandal
That's what I was
was.
thinking too. Oh, see,
Yeah.
not okay. Okay, let me read these while you do your googles, Jonathan. Anyway, well, I'll do them. I don't
Google
know.
what?
When was the practice? What was the
Oh,
practice a spinoff of?
okay. Okay. Go ahead, read the
Aaron,
comments, girl.
Aaron says, please like, share, and subscribe. Please, everybody that's in the space, go ahead. Please like, share, and subscribe. Robin is here. Wave to Robin real quick. Hey, Robin. Okay, and let's see. She made sure to say hello to everybody. Robin says, I'm toggling between this chat and my moderating duties. I don't like to miss JoJo Speaks Hot Topics. Thank you so much, Robin. We really appreciate it. She ain't hear that. You still on mute.
Thank you so much for your dedication, Robin. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Aaron says, "Oh, you're the best, Robin." She absolutely is. Aaron says, "Jonathan, never just Jennifer and you. Exciting it is the two of you."
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Um, Latoya says, "Hey fam, hey hey."
Hey, Latoya.
All right, and there's a whole bunch of other hays back and forth. And Toya says, "Hey, sissy poos, Aaron and Robin." And okay, she was mentioned Scandal, and the practice was a spinoff of from Scandal. We don't have to look into that. And Aaron says, "I miss you too, Jonathan. I was so sad at 6 p.m." Aww.
Aw.
Robin says, "No, it's not, Latoya. Boston Legal, my bad."
Yeah, it's Boston
There we
Legal.
go. I'm about to say,
I,
like, didn't the practice come out before Scandal?
it did. It definitely did.
Anywho, Robert says Boston Legal was a spin off the. Yes. Corrections. All right, go on ahead.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Oprah Winfrey has had, I won't say a dramatic weight loss, but a noticeable weight loss.
That's the
Um,
word.
Now, initially, she did say that she did it the natural way. However, a little bit later on, she did say she had some help with some
That's
with
his
some
tone.
dieting supplements. And so I'm so happy for her. She looks good. Like her body is snatched. Like this is, and it's not that like skinny Oprah that we saw when she pulled out that wagon with all that fat in it. Like that was too skinny Oprah. But
I
this
agree.
Oprah, she looks good. Like she got curves and swerves for your nerves, honey. She's
Oh Lord
looking
Jesus.
excelente. Okay, what do you think of Oprah's transformation? And for me, it seems like it came out of nowhere, but I think that's because we haven't seen Oprah on a regular basis, and so because
Not
she's
paying
kind of
attention. Yeah.
she's not really in the public eye as much as she used to be. So when we typically see her, we see her on like videos on Instagram where she's just showing from the neck up. So that's pretty
Robin
much what
says,
that
"Call it
was.
dramatic."
I don't want to. I don't think it's dramatic.
Excuse
I
me, not
mean,
dramatic, drastic. She said, "Call it drastic."
that's
Oh no.
that's no. I still want to just say noticeable. It is a little bit more than noticeable. I will say
A
that, but
step beyond it.
drastic seems so much. That's a little bit too much. Maybe if she looked like she did when she did pull that wagon out, because she was skin T
Yeah, she was
when
really
she did
skinty.
that
That
thing when
was
she pulled that stunt.
that was a bit much.
But yeah.
Um, Aaron says Oprah looks healthy. I love her. Yeah. I do like that it wasn't like that time, Jonathan. She doesn't look really, really small. She looks like she's taking some steps. I did see, I don't know if this is what she said, but she doesn't eat anything after 4 p.m.
Yes, I did see that. I did see that on
Um,
the shade room.
I don't know. I wonder if she's doing Ozempic like everybody else in these streets. Um, Rama says Oprah ain't looked better in her adult life. And she has had knee replacement surgery. Oh,
I
wow.
did not know that. Robin got the tea then.
Robert says no. Dras, dramatic. Dramatic. She said, Latoya said everybody in Hollywood on Ozempic. Okay. Robin says, I feel like I see Oprah all the time because I watch Gail daily. Oh, there's a lot.
Gotcha.
I did not know that. Well, they homies.
They are, yes.
Um, what are we seeing here? Okay. Did you hear about this? Latoya says, did you hear about Tory Lane's update?
No, I didn't. Have you?
You can say, I don't know what she was talking about with that. And she said, we knew she was lying anyways. Okay. So this is what's being said, Jonathan.
Oh Lord, do I need to brace myself?
I don't know if you need to brace yourself, but what I do need to do is put this disclaimer up here. Lord Jesus.
Okay, because it's alleged.
Rather, very alleged. So it's alleged by the driver of Tory Lane's, of what we were all thinking, to be honest with you. Fight between Meg and her bestie. The bestie went to go get the gun. The gun went off and stuff. And Tory was trying to get, like, to be honest, if they would have told the truth, which is why it was so clear that that's what it was, allegedly, because you remember how, what's her name? I forget her name, but she didn't want to say anything on the stand to
right.
incriminate herself.
Uh-huh.
And that's pretty much saying right there is like, yeah, I was involved, but don't tell nobody.
And did you see Meg Thee Stallion come out on Instagram saying that wasn't true?
No, I didn't say that.
Because her ex-boyfriend, Partisan Fontaine, was on the Breakfast Club, and he kind of, talked about their relationship and, the fact that they broke up. And so Megan came out and was talking about that, but she also discussed the fact that her friend did not shoot her, or at least that's what it seemed like she was saying. I don't think she said those exact words, but
what I
that's what
find
she was alluding
weird
to.
is, like, if that was the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why in the whole entire world did Tory Lanez take up for him? Was he just under the impression that he thought he would beat all of this and, I'll take the charge for all of y'all? Like, what's up?
I'm thinking he's more on the no snitching side of things. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only conclusion that I can come up
But
with.
he wanted to be home with his son.
Well, a lot of N-words want to be home with their sons, but they still ain't gonna snitch at the end of the day.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's a
sorry.
thing, girl.
If
It's a
it's
serious thing.
if it's not you, maybe it needs to be the culprit. But why you if that's what happened, right? Allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
why did you take the charge?
I literally watched an episode of the First 48 today, and there was a case where there were two accused shooters, and only one of them got caught, and he obviously knew who the other person was, and he was the only one who was charged, convicted, and sentenced to life without parole. The other man remained outstanding. This no snitching thing is real, girl. I hope you know
No,
that.
it's real stupid. That's what it is.
It is real stupid
I'm
because I ain't
sorry.
going to jail for nobody. I'm calling the
I'm
police
telling
right now.
everybody.
Okay.
Everyone will know. Okay. If it wasn't me, you will know and understand it was.
Okay.
It wasn't what me.
Okay. Right. Exactly. Give me a bullhorn. I'll tell it to the whole world. Okay.
And
Child.
understand, child. That really bothers me. It grinds my gears. If that's what happened, tell it, man. You don't want to be in prison. Apparently, your hairline don't want to be in prison at all. Like, what makes you think that it's going to help you by taking the charge? Anyway, Robin Moore says Oprah has admitted to using one of the weight loss drugs. Yeah,
Hmm.
it makes sense. Because everybody need assistance sometimes.
It is, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. If you want to lose weight, then take every precaution and take every avenue you can that's healthy, to do so. And she's done that. So hey, more props to her.
Exactly, and we can only hope that we're doing right by ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But anywho, Robert says that the Tory Lanez case is settled. It has been adjudicated, and brother is in the pokey. Yeah,
And he
that's
gonna
the
stay
beginning.
there
And
for his full 10 years.
okay,
Well,
Merry
he
Christmas.
might get out on parole a little bit early after like serving. I think it's 80 to 85% of the
Yeah,
sentence, but I don't know.
yeah. Let's see what else. She does look small. I'm happy for her though. It doesn't look. It doesn't look really, really small. You know what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't say. That's what I
There's
was
a
about to say. She
difference.
doesn't look small. She just looks smaller.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I won't say
yeah.
she looks actually small
I like that.
because she still got them curves, honey.
Latoya says the court is to vacate his sentence because of the new evidence, allegedly. I think people
That
are
ain't gonna
jumping the
happen.
gun with that one. I don't believe
That's
it.
not gonna happen at
Yeah,
all.
I think the people. Until we actually start seeing some actual information, I'll wait on that.
Because I don't
Um,
even know if they would exonerate him if the best friend actually came out and admitted to shooting Megan. I don't even know if they would do it even then. So,
mm,
because the court systems are real janky like that.
I don't know, janky, but we
You don't
shall see.
think the court system, the justice system is janky?
The word of janky I would not use.
What word would you use?
It's all over the
Unfair?
place. Unfair is a good one too, but
Okay.
janky, I wouldn't say.
I guess I can say it's not all the way janky. I
Yeah, yeah,
mean, but
yeah.
for some people, some people might beg to differ.
Agreed. Um, let's see. Robin says if this new assertion is ever anywhere near true, the time has passed for it to have any relevancy or weight. Thank you. Um,
Because
if
this
you
happened,
wanted to
what,
tell your
2 years
story, you should
ago?
have. Yeah, no, way more than 2 years ago.
Wow.
Um, yeah, it's been a very long time. It took forever for
For it to get to
them to even
court.
get the case. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, Latoya says ninjas. I say ninjas. I'm sorry. It's in my
It's a,
vocabulary.
it's okay.
Did I say it?
You said it just now. I don't know if you said it earlier.
Did you say it earlier? Anyway,
I definitely didn't say it earlier. I really don't like to use the word ninjas instead of the NIGGAS. I don't know. I just feel like that's a cop out to me. But if people,
okay.
not a cop out, but I just don't like using that word because I'll just use the word itself because I use it a lot.
Agreed. Robin says anyone who refuses to snitch by definition is involved and is involved in said criminal activity. I agree. Snitching is not the same as if you see something, say something. Um, let's see.
Mm,
Oh, it isn't. I
I
agree.
guess it isn't. No, it isn't. I'll agree with that. It isn't. Now, some people might deem it to be snitching. I think some people would say that it is snitching, but
Yeah.
in my opinion, I don't think it is.
Okay, so yeah, I do see that Tori. I know she must be up on this the Instagrams as I'm combing through it, but yeah, it does say Tory Lanez is seeking to vacate the 10-year apprentice for the shooting incident, citing the new evidence.
It ain't gonna
Says
happen.
childhood trauma should be considered.
What they got to do with him being innocent?
And we're moving on.
Okay.
Robin says, "Did you see Oprah on Sherry? Her weight loss
I
resulted
did.
in her gaining some rhythm."
I
I'm
saw
done.
a clip of her on Sherry Shepherd saying that she was passing the baton to her. Sherry started crying, and it was a really
Oh,
sweet
that
moment.
is so sweet.
It was really eye opening to see Oprah on Sherry's show for
Let me ask
me.
you, what is Oprah doing out here in these streets? Like, what
How should I know?
is she promoting? I think no, she's promoting the
The color purple.
That's it. All right. Aaron said flawed. Flawed. That's the word. Unjust.
Thank
That's the
you.
word. Not
Thank you
janky.
so much
Thank you
for
for those
that, Aaron.
words.
It is flawed.
Flawed.
Thank you.
That is such a perfect word. And unjust, yes, that's an
Yes.
amazing word as well in this system. Latoya says, me neither, Jojo. I just use it for YouTube purposes only. Please tell me why I went straight to saying white. You know, people put no offense, Aaron. White,
Yeah.
because you know when I say white, YT, people mostly referring to white people. White.
Yeah.
Moving on. I'm just gonna move on. Latoya says, a mess is a mess. A mess, I say, a mess. And yes, Rama did put here promoting the color purple, and we will move on.
Yes, and I will say I'm excited to see the color purple actually. If you guys do not know, the Golden Globe Award nominations came out earlier this week. Both Fantasia and Danielle Brooks were both nominated for their roles.
Fantasia and Danielle.
Fantasia and Danielle. Fantasia nominated for Best Actress in a movie, comedy or musical.
And
Danielle Brooks
was that us
is
talking about it?
We did talk about that. Danielle Brooks is nominated for Best Supporting Actress in a movie, comedy, or musical. So I
Oh,
have my fingers
amazing.
crossed, and I have really high hopes. And I don't know if I should lower my expectations. I probably should lower my expectations and not expect a win for them. Especially since I haven't even seen the movie yet. But I did see some clips of the movie while I was watching their Danielle, Taraji, and Fantasia were on The View earlier this week
Mm-hmm.
promoting the movie. I saw the entire interview. It was really, really good to see the three of those ladies together. I found out that Danielle Brooks is from South Carolina.
You ain't know? She one of
I
us,
did not
baby.
know that. I
I knew
did
that
not
ever since she
know.
was on Orange is the New Black. Yay!
I did not know that Viola Davis from South Carolina. It's a lot of people out here
Yes.
in Hollywood from South Carolina that we just do not know.
Stand up,
Charlemagne the
South
God.
Carolina.
Okay, we out here, girl.
I have never
We
repped
is
this
out
town out
here.
here in Atlanta. I never repped Atlanta. Never,
Okay,
never repped Georgia all that much, but I will tell you, it's South
South
Carolina. I'm a Carolina girl,
Kakalaki.
baby.
Okay,
Okay.
South Cac.
Now,
Okay.
cat. Oh, let me calm down. All day, MF and long. Okay. Um, Robin says, I read white too. See? Okay. Thank you for being on the same page as me, Robin. Latoya says they better get an Oscar nomination too. In Jesus' holy
You know
name.
they will.
Let me tell you something. I don't even see it to know they deserve it. That's how I feel about it at this point.
Exactly.
Um, Aaron says, I'm excited to see The Color Purple. It looks like it's going to be a good movie. I worry about remakes, but this looks like it stands on its own. Yes, because this is actually a film adaptation of the Broadway musical for it.
Right.
So it won't exactly. Go ahead.
Not exactly the same as the original movie. It's more the musical itself, actually on film.
So you can keep your expectations of it being the same. You know, you can throw that away
Throw it out the
and
window,
think about
child.
the musical aspect of it. Robin says that movie has been so heavily promoted. Yes, that I feel like I have seen most of the movie already, and you are correct, which is why I say I don't even need to see it at this point. They better get something dag nabbit.
Right. And the fears that I had about Taraji being too much Taraji for the Suge Avery role,
Hmm.
those fears have subsided from the clips that I saw. She does
Okay,
fit
praise
the
God.
role very well. And I believe that she is actually perfect for the role. And I can't think of any other black actress that could play her. So
Good. Robin says they are calling the movie a reimagining. Was the author cool with this, or has she gone to glory?
Alice Walker, I believe, has passed away. I think she passed away
Uh,
maybe like about 5 years ago, maybe.
was
I
it
don't think
least Steven Spielberg cool with this? The one that directed the original movie.
he's listed as a producer on the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. This should be good. Latoya says, is Sierra playing the adult Nettie?
I haven't heard
Sierra.
that Sierra is in it.
Uh-uh. No.
I
Not
think
that
we
I
would have
know
known
of.
if Sierra was in that thing. Yeah, we
Okay.
would have known that.
Okay. Cause no, yeah, we would have known. Well, no, because she just had her baby, right?
She did.
She just
No,
had a baby.
because the last time I saw a picture of her, she was still pregnant on the red carpet, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know if she had that baby yet.
No, she had the baby. I think she had the
I
baby.
didn't see them posted on the Shade Room.
But I think
Because
I'm sorry.
they
I
almost
think she had a
always post
baby.
when celebrities have children.
No, the thing is, I think I saw the face of somebody's light skinned baby, and it was a cute
Okay.
name. I think it was hers. Because we've kind of been chilling with her whole pregnancy.
Yeah,
Um,
there hasn't been a lot of talk about it, to be honest. Because isn't it this her third?
um, this is her third with Russell, her fourth baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't pay attention that to her at least, and that's okay. That's okay. I actually follow her and stuff on the TikTok, so I see all her random dancing
Oh,
TikTok
okay. Well,
TikToks and all that stuff.
that's why you know all her business.
That's
Okay.
why I know her business. Robin says I saw a clip of Taraji singing when she was on the Colbert Show. Ooh. Um, Latoya
Yeah, I wouldn't say
says
she's the best singer, but she sings good enough to get that role, child.
she did work towards it too. I saw
Hmm.
her practicing with Steve Mackey for it.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
and the director said on The View that Ricky Dillard was involved in the music for the movie, and that got
praise
me
God.
excited,
A
honey.
true choir master.
Okay, that's why his last two albums were called Choir Master,
Because
because
he
that's
is
exactly
that.
what he is. Okay,
He is
see,
that. And I pray
if
that
you
more rise up in Jesus' name.
okay, he wasn't the only one involved in the music. I just know he's one of the like
He's
four
there.
or five people involved
Because
in
he's
the music.
required. Okay. Somebody got to sing God's Time Tell You Something in a major way.
Okay,
Anyway,
somebody got to take you to church, honey.
okay.
Okay.
Um, okay. Latoya said she is definitely in it, y'all. Okay, we need y'all see I knew it too. I'm sorry. So Latoya also said, let me go to Google. Thank you so much. They did post it, and her name is Amora. Yes, I saw that. The baby was wearing a little hat that said Amora. Cute little.
Okay.
Oh Lord, I was about to say a Caucasian baby.
Oh,
Cute little light skinned baby.
Sierra is in the movie.
What she play?
She plays Nettie.
The grown daddy. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Oh, her is in the movie too.
Yes, now she plays somebody.
She plays Squeak.
Squeak. Yes. I was mixing them two up in my head. But Robin, she was Nettie. I need to see the makeup on that. Anyway, I wonder if she sings in it. And
I'm
I'm gonna
sure
move
she
on.
does. I
You think
hope she
so?
does.
All right. Is she gonna sing 1-2 step?
Why would she sing 1 2 step on the color purple, Jennifer?
Because I like it. Um, Robin says fourth. Amore was born 2 days ago. I knew I saw that. Thank you.
Okay. See, she was born recently, so that's why I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, and of course I have her stuff. Go ahead, Jonathan.
I have to
Um,
say, I have to say, I just have to get this off my chest. I never
yes.
really cared for 1 2 step, to be honest, even though Missy Elliott is on that, and I love Missy Elliott, but that was just never one of my favorites. I was more of a fan of O and Goodies, and
Yeah.
Hotline from her first album. Now, her first album was decent. I will say that her first album was pretty good. I will. She had some hits on that first album, child. But
And
anyway,
and that well, I have to say Promise is my absolute favorite song from her though.
really, I I don't know. My favorite Sierra song is "Go Girl" featuring T-Pain because that song goes hard in the MF and pain. I don't know. I don't know how many people actually know about that song because it came out around the time the Single Ladies came out,
Hmm.
so it kind of got brushed under
Overshadowed,
the
definitely.
very much overshadowed. But that song and that video was everything. Okay.
Okay, now Latoya, she brought back a memory for me. She said, "Ride takes me somewhere else, honey." And yes, I would like to give God the glory for the dream.
Yes.
He did that.
Absolutely. Whatever I hear
She didn't get
Ride,
enough of that one.
what no, she didn't. Whenever I think of the song Ride, it just always reminds me of Atlanta because I was in Atlanta around the time that song came out. I was traveling to Atlanta to see my YouTube friends out there at that time. And so oh gosh, that just brings back memories.
Good
Honey.
times.
Anyways, yes, good times. Yes. Shall we move on to the next topic, girl? We 30 minutes into the show already,
We can't help it. We a
honey.
little talkative. Let me ask you something though. Are we going to go to the legal corner because that I do need to bring up an update on a legal situation that
Go
I
ahead with
just
that.
saw today. Do you remember Kanika Jenkins? She
She's the one that was in the freezer.
Yes, she was the
Yes.
one with them cute little dimples. God bless her. So Kanika Jesus' family was awarded nearly $6 million in the
Mm-hmm.
wrongful death settlement.
Right.
They originally did request 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I'm happy that they got something, Dagnabbit,
Yeah.
because I just hate that they don't have exactly who did this to her, but
Mm-hmm.
at least they got some money for their pain. So
Agreed.
just wanted to make
Agreed.
sure I said that out loud.
Absolutely. So this next story, some of you may not be aware of, but there's a woman in Florida on the Sarasota, Florida School Council. Her name is Bridget
Sarasota, is that in Florida?
Sarasota, Florida. Yes.
Okay.
Her name is Bridget Ziegler. Bridget Ziegler has been on the school board since 2014. She's married to a man named Christian Ziegler, and he is the head of the he is the head of the GOP in Florida, actually. So they're involved in a scandal right now. Christian Ziegler, he's been accused by this woman of SA or the R word. He and his wife Bridget Ziegler had they planned to have a consensual threesome with this woman. However, Bridget pulled out at the last minute, and so therefore Christian went over to her house on his own, and he wanted to have sexual relations with her, and the woman did not want to do that because Bridget was not going to be involved. So the
He
reason why this
ghosted.
is significant is because Miss Bridget Ziegler is a co-founder of Moms for Liberty. Moms for Liberty is a very right-wing type of thing going on. They are totally against the LGBTQIA plus community. They're totally against
They're
certain
the ones
things.
that's really pushing out those books, trying to
Right.
remove books from Black and, LGBTQIA and all
She
that stuff.
Right, exactly. So she's very anti-gay. And so it's so hypocritical for her to be so anti-gay. And then here you are having consensual sexual relations with this woman.
With the women's.
Granted, you are sharing her with your husband. But I mean, the fact that the woman says she didn't want to be involved unless Bridget was in the room tells
Child.
me that something's going on between Bridget and this woman who's accusing her husband of the R word. But there was a school council meeting earlier this week. There were plenty of people that were calling for her resignation. She has refused to resign. I don't think I definitely know that she will not resign. She was actually sitting up there smiling while those people were talking about her. It was kind of ridiculous. It kind of made my blood boil a little bit. But the only way that she can be taken off of the board is if she resigns or if George Santos actually removes her himself. And I don't think he's going to remove her because she actually helped him create the Don't Say Gay bill. I know it
You said
actually has
George
a,
Santos?
I'm sorry, Ron DeSantis. My bad.
You made
Ron
the mix up I
DeSantis.
made.
Thank you. Yes, 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 I did. So Ron DeSantis, the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill that he enacted, she actually helped him create that "Don't Say Gay" bill, and it's so interesting that she's caught up in this drama. What do you think of this, Jennifer?
I personally believe that it's not interesting. Can I tell you why?
Why?
We all know that sometimes the biggest opposers of the LGBTQIA are yet hiding their own attraction to the same sex. So, no, I'm not surprised. I think it's just hilarious that it came out in these streets.
It is. And the thing is, she will probably never answer for those
Of
for
course
those
not.
things. And the thing is, she actually admitted to this happening. She's not saying that it didn't happen. She actually admitted to
That's
police
smart.
that it actually happened. Why do you say it's smart?
Because when you start lying, um, things can continue to go on for a long time, and
That's
especially
true.
being that the authorities would have to be involved. No,
Right.
to protect myself, I'm telling what the truth.
The truth.
Okay.
Exactly.
Latoya said BET banned that video. Shame on them. Hey,
Why did they ban the ride video?
because you was riding.
Oh, they weren't simulating sex or anything. She wasn't like riding on top of no nigga. Wow.
No, she
I
was
don't
just
remember her.
dancing. She was dancing real good. Looks
She
like she
wasn't
was
dancing on top of nobody.
just like she was on top of that car when she was dancing for that old video.
That
But they
old
ain't do
that
none of that.
oh is my jam, girl. Oh, I love that song. That's such an underrated song to me. I love that song.
Anyway, Latoya says, I don't care what nobody says. Her friends had something to do with it. And I absolutely 100% agree. I just believe that they didn't have enough evidence to be able to accuse her friends of that, which was disgusting. But
You talking about the Meg Thee Stallion issue?
no, the young lady that was in the freezer, Kaneka.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I hadn't heard that. But anyways, so our newly expelled House of Representative member George Santos,
Child.
he is now making his moolah doing cameo. I believe he's charging $350 for his cameos. I don't know if anybody watches Jimmy Kimmel, but Jimmy Kimmel has actually been sending him cameo requests, ridiculous cameo
Are you
requests.
serious?
You need to go on YouTube and look for that. I'll probably look for it myself and send them to you. But Jimmy Kimmel has been sending George Santos ridiculous cameo requests that are like ridiculous. And George Santos is actually doing them, recording them, and posting them.
Because he needs the dollar bills roll.
And Jimmy Kimmel is airing them on his show. Like,
Oh my gosh.
to me, like, I really don't think George Santos cares at all. I don't think
Of course
he cares
not. Are you
about
kidding
what
me?
people think of him. And to be honest, like sometimes I wish I was that way, but at the same time, no, I do care about what people think about me. I really do care. Like, it's not like I'm trying to uphold anyone's expectations of me per se.
That's it.
However, I am conscious of the way that I present myself to the world. And I do not want to be known as a straight up liar. Like he is the liar, like the liar, period.
Liar of the
Point
year.
blank.
He did it.
Ciao. But anyway, so that's the most news that's coming out about George Santos right now. What do you think about George Santos using Cameo as his means of getting his dollar bills?
You got to get it how you live. He don't get his $100,000 a year no more. God bless.
I was just about to say something. I think I'll just keep it to myself. I'll just keep it to myself.
And that's okay.
I'll keep it to myself.
Latoya
I'll tell
says
you
she
after
was
the show, Jennifer.
okay. Latoya says she was riding a mechanical bull. Oh. But that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with so we in trouble for the radio? What's wrong with that? Anyway, Latoya says, who in the heck would do a cameo for him? Who knows?
People who ain't got nothing better to do.
Robin says $500. Robin Robin says Santos is reportedly raking in 6 figures from Cameo. And to be honest, I think
That wouldn't
people are
surprise me.
doing that. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I think people are doing that for the laugh at it. He and apparently he knows how to laugh at his own jokes.
He
So
does. He
give me
doesn't take
that.
himself seriously
Give
at
them
all.
dollar bills. Okay, I gotta make this money. Okay. I need to keep up my Botox. I need to get my I need to go ahead and pay my Nordstrom bill. You know, things like that.
Okay. OnlyFans can be expensive, child.
Okay. And who's gonna refresh this Botox when it wilts? Okay.
Child. Okay.
Who's gonna get me some more of that line back on? Okay, no, I'm not doing that. No.
So there was a hearing, I believe it was last week, where 3 college presidents were questioned concerning this whole anti-Semitic thing going on these college campuses. The president of the University of Penn State, University UPenn, whatever
Yes.
the name of the school is. Also, the president of Harvard, who is a Black woman, by the way, who wears beautiful glasses. I love her frames, child. And also the president of MIT. They're all being asked to resign because of their answers to the question of if there are anti-Semitic rants or anti-Semitic comments that are stated for genocide of Jews, does that fall under the category of bullying and harassment? And will actions be taken against those specific students? And the
Mhm.
answer that we mainly got was it depends on the context.
And it
Now,
does. It does.
why do you say that, Jennifer? Because I have a difference of opinion.
Here's my thing. I believe that it is somewhat of a blanketed question, okay? And I think when it comes down to it, I believe every situation like that needs to be looked at individually. And it's instead of putting a blanketed thing on it, I think we should look at all of those things individually. I
If
reckon.
someone calls for the genocide of an entire race of people, how is that not harassment or bullying?
Now, this is okay. First of all, calm down. Okay.
I'm listening. I'm ready.
No, I said calm down. I didn't say listen. I said calm down.
Go ahead. I'm
All
calm.
right. So it's unfortunate that some people can misconstrue words to make it seem like they're saying something. Now, if they're explicitly saying that, of course, Jonathan, seriously, I'm not gonna look at your face no more.
Don't. You don't have to.
You know what? Let me assist myself. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna assist myself. Okay.
Let me get off screen. I will go off screen
No,
while
no,
you say
no
what
need
you
to
got
go
to
off
say.
screen.
Okay,
I
there you
have
go.
been able to remedy
Go,
it.
go
No,
ahead.
Jonathan. Everybody needs to see your facial expressions and everything. So come back. Okay. Okay. So if they expressly say that verbatim, of course, Jonathan, I'm not slow. Okay.
Right.
But here's the thing. I'm just concerned about the people that said something and it wasn't exactly that, but people took it as that. Now we need to look into see what the intent was. Because if we just automatically say, well, if this is what pretty much everybody else feels, they feel that you were saying this, but this is not what you meant. That's a concern for me. So yes, of course, if they blatantly say this is what needs to be happening to that group of people, absolutely, they need to go down for what they did, what they said, and their intentions. But because out in this world of social media,
Mm-hmm.
if people are just like casually talking about things, or somehow things get misconstrued, and now all of a sudden people are saying this
Right.
about you,
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem. We can't go along with the move of everybody else and ruin somebody's life for something that they mistakenly said, or something that was taken the wrong way because other people blew it up for it to be something else. That's how I feel.
Okay. Okay. And I can accept that. I really
Okay.
do. Thank you so much
That's
for
why that's
opening
why
my
I had to
eyes.
stop looking at you.
Right. I thank you for your explanation. That does make sense. However, the question was extremely specific to me, at least. That's the way that
Mhm.
I heard it. Someone calls for the genocide of an entire race of people. Does that fall under your guidelines of bullying and harassment? As far as that specific question is
Mhm.
concerned, I would say the answer is yes. Now, I understand why they would say it depends on the
'Cause you
context.
have to.
I understand. I understand that answer. I just feel as though if you're going to answer the question the way it was
Mhm.
asked, you have to answer the question the way it is asked, especially when you're at a hearing like that. Although
Mhm.
in many of those hearings, those people they run around those questions. They hardly ever answer those
And,
questions directly.
and with good
And
reason,
right, and I
Jonathan.
understand that as well. I get that as well. But I don't believe that those presidents should resign. I really don't
Oh
believe
no.
that it's bad
And
enough
our
that they
sister
should
from
resign.
Harvard, she sure ain't.
No, she ain't going nowhere. No, she's not going anywhere.
I'm not leaving.
Um,
God bless you.
I don't think that those presidents should
She's just not
resign.
there.
However, I understand the backlash that they're receiving because
Oh, I get that.
I do feel the same way. Like again, like the question was asked specifically. There was no gray area with the question. The question was asked. Someone the senator or the representative literally used the word genocide in the
Mhm.
question. And that to me calls for some type of disciplinary action to be taken for someone calling for the specific genocide. Now,
Yeah.
if you're saying shady things about a group of people, if you're saying disrespectful things about a group of people, that's one thing. But if you're calling for the genocide of an entire race
Okay,
of
I'm gonna need you to
people,
stop saying the word genocide, Jonathan.
well, I mean, that was the question. Was that not
No,
the question?
I understand that, but I'm looking out for your opportunity for monetization.
Okay, okay. Then, because I hear people say that on YouTube. But anyways, thank you so
Okay.
much for
But
for
also
that. But anyways,
I
that
want to
was
say,
the question.
and I do understand that was the question, but the problem is that with the question like that, we need to be explicitly or really, really specific, because there is situations where people said things and the rest of the world, somebody else said, "Oh, so you're saying this." Then that catches fire, and now everybody believes that this is what you meant, and that wasn't the case. That's all I'm saying.
Do you not
We
think the
there
question was specific enough? Because I think it's very specific.
Well, you have to think about that. If you're saying a person calls for that, okay? There
Hmm.
have been people that have not called for that, but has been accused as if they were calling for it. Does that make
Like Kanye
sense?
West.
So what I'm saying is, I believe people like that, or that particular senator, would be able to look like at that Kanye West as if they need to be canceled. They need to be in jail for saying what they said, but they did not say that.
See, I'm thinking in the perspective of the person using the actual word itself, not somebody just
Mhm.
saying comments like Kanye West said back in the
Yes.
day. You know,
But
those
for
type of sentiments, or whatever the case may be. I'm talking about people actually using that word itself,
but for a
because they're make.
situation like this,
Mhm.
their question was not specific enough to give a absolutely yes. In my opinion, their question wasn't specific enough
But here's the
because
thing, Jennifer. I
uh-huh.
don't know how specific the question can be for them to for them to give us an answer that we would be happy with.
For me,
Like
I
what
I
type of
think
question would you be happy with?
I think the only way that I'd be happy to hear, like, absolutely not, they would need to be if the words said on this tweet, let them
The
go.
G word.
May they go all the glory. Literally, if it literally said that, yes, absolutely. But this is one thing that Latoya says, for example, Jamie Foxx and Jennifer Aniston. Jamie Foxx was not being derogatory at all with anything that he said. And Jennifer Aniston made it seem as if he was being anti Semitic. Now, all of a sudden, there's a target on his back. And there would be people that says that this is what he was talking about. This is what he meant. And he would need to be penalized for that.
I'm just feeling like the question was as specific as you can get. I
Hmm.
understand how people can kind of interpret the question, but the
Yes.
way that I interpret it is the
Hmm.
person using the word itself.
Being that we are in a committee, we are in front of Congress. I mean, we in front of all them important people and a
Right.
committee.
We on TV.
I ain't taking no chances with you. You hear me?
Okay. I understand.
I have no time for any of those games, because if you say a solid yes, as you already know, they're going to use that against any and everybody. Well, I thought you
I
said you'd be
understand
doing
that.
this for a situation. Well, this is
Right.
not one of those situations because of this. And then there'd be a whole uproar. I'm sorry. There are some people like a Jamie Foxx or some other people that would need a second look over so that we can understand exactly what they're saying. Once again, there are some people that actually say it outright, that's stupid enough to say it outright, and they deserve everything that they have coming to them, and there won't be any question of whether or not we need to get at them. But
Right.
we in this world nowadays, we do too much too quickly. Sometimes we do the assuming a little bit too quickly. And hold on, there's a whole lot of comments, as you may can imagine. Bianca says, "Happy Thursday, JoJo Speaks. Happy Thursday, Light
Thank
of
you,
the Leo."
Bianca. Thank you for
Thank you,
joining
sweetheart.
us.
Thank
Lovely
you
to
for
see
coming
you.
on in. Everyone says hello. Robin says, "I have sent my email of support to Harvard's President Gay." Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Bianca made sure to say hey to everybody else. Robin says, "Not for nothing, but Elise Stefnik was after the college pre ma'am Prexies, is that right? For campus speak, but has yet to denounce the Proud Boys, oh, and white supremacists.
Oh,
Now, see, that would be an issue.
yeah.
Um, um, Latoya says, "Hey to Bianca," and she was laughing at me. I guess not wanting to see your face there, so I can say what I had to say. And Latoya says, "Y'all, I needed this laugh. You're welcome. Happy to provide."
We're here for
Um,
you, girl.
Robin says, "There is a fine line where the 1A is concerned. When words turn into actions is when legitimate actions can be taken." And now I totally agree with that. Um,
Mm.
Latoya says, "Hey, how now? Hey, now, Jennifer, watch your tone." And she had the fist there. Oh my gosh. We're continuing to say hello. Yes. And Robin did ask Bianca whether or not she liked, and she says, "Yes, I'm number 4." Thank you so much for liking the show.
Thank you so much, Bianca.
Um, Robin says, "I don't like the overreach of the call for those people to lose their job from
Yeah.
people who are not involved in the governance or education of its student body." And this is the kind of reaction that's what I'm talking about. The way people act these days, Jonathan. Robin says the problem is that there are no absolutes. There
Agreed.
are no absolutes. Exactly.
Agreed.
There's no way I believe they could ask that question and we can rule out every single thing.
And that was my point. That was my
Yeah.
point in asking you, what's the question that would have been okay? There is no question,
There is no
no way
question.
to ask that question where we can get an actual straight answer from them.
And because there's so many things that could happen.
It's so broad. It's
So do you
so
believe it's
broad.
fair that they went off on them, with trying to get them fired and stuff?
No, absolutely not. No, 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 no. Because that's the thing. I don't believe that they should resign, and I feel as though
Absolutely.
people were overreaching, as Robin said. I think people were overreacting, but I understand why they reacted the way that they reacted because I
Mhm.
had a similar reaction to it. Obviously,
Obviously, right? But and so many people, and it's understandable.
it's
When you hear that
understandable,
word,
right?
no, this should not be.
Exactly.
But we have to pause. We have
Yeah.
to take a beat because we are so used to automatically jumping out the window with
Right.
things that we don't like, but have not taken a moment to look further into it.
Right.
I'm kind of surprised your Libraness didn't kick totally in. You automatically was like, anywho. Robin said,
Well, it did kick in, because now I'm a little calmer, and my face is not turned up anymore. My head is not tilted anymore. So hey,
Yes, and
it's
eyes are
just
not
still there.
bulging any longer. So yes, I hear you, and I'm happy that I found a way to make sure I can speak to you and through those facial expressions. Robin says, "People take things and run with them."
Hmm.
In the ER, a nurse was telling people to boycott Starbucks because they support Hamas, allegedly. Not true at all. They don't. And now Starbucks, they have dropped points upon points and lost about roughly $12 billion thus far with that particular strike that they have going on there. So yeah,
Wow. Well, I
it is
mean,
happening.
hey,
But I am hearing that a part of the strike is also because of the Starbucks union and them not being able to do things like have trans or gay flags up and stuff in different locations where they have
okay.
a high population of them. So yeah, um, that's That's all that I've been hearing about that, but they certainly dropped in their stock majorly, the lowest they've dropped ever since they started in 1994. I
Wow.
I do my TikToks. Robin says, "The question was a gotcha question." Thank
It
you.
was.
The better question would have been, how would you address a student calling for the annihilation of a certain group of people? That would have been so much better.
That
That would
would
have
have
been
been a
a
great
situation
question.
where they take us through their process.
Yes.
And that would have been way better, not automatically saying, "Well, shouldn't you do this to a person that's saying this?" That's not giving me your process. And see, that's kind of tells you that some of these senators don't have a whole lot of
Intelligent.
education and intelligence to be asking the questions that need to be asked. They need to call Robin
You
Moore.
ain't said nothing but a word, Jennifer, because half of these mofos up here, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Come
Jim
on.
Johnson,
That's one of the
okay,
mofos right there.
okay, the current Speaker of the House, okay,
Yes.
have them Negroes
Stupids.
that don't need to be up there.
Allegedly. Um,
Crazy with a capital K.
Robin says
Okay.
Starbucks has asked to open discussions with the union in the new year. That's good. I hope so. Because if anything, I would personally, and I'm not advocating for it, not telling you to do it, but that would be the reason that I would boycott Starbucks, but I don't even drink them. So,
I
yes,
don't
it's
drink
the
coffee,
union
y'all.
stuff that I am concerned about with that. Go ahead, Jonathan. Oh, we were talking today. Jesus.
Right. So girl, we only got 3 minutes left, so we might as well give our social media. So go ahead and give your social media.
3 minutes left. I want to say something about um Diddy.
Oh, Diddy. Oh, go ahead. So the Recording Academy, is trying to decide whether they want to invite Diddy to the 2024 Grammy Award show.
Hmm.
I'm surprised that this news actually came out because, I know Diddy is big in music, but why would it matter whether he's there or not? I guess it's just because I don't care whether he's there or not. But Jennifer, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, wow. Before I say what I have to say about it, I just saw that they found Andre Braugher's cause of death. It was revealed to be from lung cancer, diagnosed months before passing.
Wow.
So I knew it had to
Okay.
be more than just
One of those
okay.
Chadwick Boseman type of things where we didn't know.
Yeah, we just didn't know. Once
Gotcha.
again, God bless him and his family. Now, as far as this Diddy situation, there are still certainly more and more allegations coming out,
Out the woodwork.
especially people that have worked with him. I have found a story about a co-founder of Bad Boy talking about the way that he would treat women.
Mm,
He actually saw him allegedly physically assault a woman back in 1994. He said he was traumatizing towards women.
wow.
And another thing that I saw, he was supposed to have a show called I think is Diddy plus eight. I mean, a plus seven
Yeah,
with
that's
his
canceled now.
7 supposed children. That certainly is, he is taking money out his children's hands. Anyway, yes, that has ground to a halt, and, the Recording Academy does say it's evaluating whether Diddy will be invited to the upcoming Grammy Awards after multiple celebs and women's rights groups have reportedly requested his invite to be revoked. And, you know, in these spaces and times right now, I truly believe that when it rains it pours. And I'll if you do follow this, Mercury is certainly in retrograde right now. And truths are flowing out. Not saying everything has to be bad, but sometimes when you're dealing in the truth, you'll be able to make it through it just fine. But when you're not dealing with
Hmm.
the truth comes out and it slaps you in your face over and over and over again. A part of me feels like Diddy is under the impression that he will be able to get through it just fine because he has had that privilege for over 30 years.
Right.
For over 30 years. So I certainly believe that he's going to continue to get hit and hit and hit with these things. And yeah, people are hoping. Another thing, 50 Cent. It sounds like he's serious about doing this. Producing.
Surviving P. Diddy. Do you really think he's serious about it? Because
Do you
if
do you
he's
know who 50 Cent is?
I do, and I know he's petty. But the thing
Beyond.
is, he has said a lot of things that he would do that he has not done in the past.
Like what?
So I don't know. He said he was going to leave Stars. All of his shows are still on
Because
Stars
it's
right
I think it's
now.
just because he was mad, and when he said that out loud, Stars did what they needed to do to keep the man.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Because I love all them shows, child. Every single one of the Power shows. I love all of them. Plus BMF.
mhm.
Okay,
And
shout
think
out to
about,
Lucille, the best mother on TV. I love that woman. I was watching BMF earlier today.
and think about, oh, see, now you made me lose it. Oh, think about Tierra Marie. He's still going to court, making sure that he gets his money from her.
That's because he's a petty man,
And
okay?
I think that he is going to continue doing what he is doing.
Right.
And I believe that as long as he puts the money up and he starts to gather the people, it's going to be a
I
situation.
hope he does the surviving Diddy thing because when I tell you I was captivated by surviving R. Kelly, although I knew of those allegations, I did not know the depth of what was going on, especially the way that he treated his wife. Like, I could not believe some of the stuff that she was saying on that show that he made her do. Like, she had
Yeah.
to ask permission to do most of the things that she needed to do in her daily life.
No thing. No, thank you.
Oh,
Aaron says this has been a great show. Thank you so much,
thank
Aaron.
you, Aaron.
We enjoy letting you guys see us fuss. Latoya says they need to give him the same energy they've been giving Chris Brown. No, they need worse.
He needs
Um,
worse, yes,
needs
because
worse. It's because he's really truly abused his power. Yeah.
agreed.
Justin says, "Hey,
Hey,
hey, JoJo Speaks
Justin.
fam. Hello, God bless you." Let's see. Robert says he ain't getting invited. Folks are already asking not to be seated near him. Oh, he can't come.
Wow.
He can't
No.
even be a seat filler. Oh.
Wow.
Robin says, I haven't heard one allegation against Puffy. I don't believe. I believe it all.
Agreed.
Amen. Latoya says Stars owns the rights to the Power universe. Maybe that's why he's not going.
That might be it.
Robert says yes, 50 is serious. Thank you. Because he's still talking about this. He's pulling up like stuff out of not thin air, but he's pulling up stuff. I think there's going to be rappers, male, female alike. I believe there's going to be
Wow.
hussies, young ladies that have been up under his thumb. I believe there's going to be plenty of people that's ready to talk.
You know, one person who I'm sure knows a lot that we don't know, Little
Who?
Kim. And because she's
Yes.
so loyal,
I don't think we'll ever
I
hear from
wouldn't
about
expect her to say anything, but I would love for her to participate
that.
if it does happen because I love her so much because she's my favorite female rapper of all time.
Hmm.
I would love to hear her perspective of Diddy
Yeah.
because they had such a close relationship and because
And know for so long.
for so long. And because when she rides for a nigga, she rides till the wheels fall off. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect her to do it, but I would love to hear her speak truthfully about what she knows.
It would actually be something if Cassie speaks. From what I hear, is that if you settle a case like Cassie's,
You can't.
um, under 24 days for some
Right.
states, there's no way to have a cease and desist or any kind of non-disclosure agreement attached to the agreement that you guys have.
Oh, wow.
So if she wants to, seems like she can talk. Um, Robin says, yes, 50 Cent is serious. He isn't afraid of Puffy and has been talking about him for years.
50
And
Cent been shot
it's
9
true.
times. 50 Cent ain't scared of nobody, child.
And
Okay.
I believe also he has his own power in that universe as well, which
He
is
has a
why
lot of power.
I don't think that Sean Combs would ever come against him like that, possibly.
Sean has
Um,
never come against him.
this is
And I
true.
think that's why.
Mm. Latoya says 50 isn't bringing any more shows to power. Excuse me, any more shows to stars. Okay.
That's okay. Just keep the ones they got now. I'm
And,
happy with
and
them.
then but I'm curious, like, what he's gonna put that surviving Diddy. I bet you he might have. Ooh, he got to do it. He got to do it. Robin says also shout out to Wendy Williams. As far back as when she was on the radio, she called 50 out on what we've been hearing. Yes, that is so true. I
Mhm.
remember YouTube. I would have to listen to Wendy Williams on YouTube because, of course, being down in South Carolina, we didn't get much of her stuff down here. So I'd
Right.
have to listen to her on YouTube, and I saw these blind items and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Wendy would have blind items daily, yes, and they would mostly be exposing folks in hip hop.
Right.
Um, Justin says Little Kim and 50 Cent are in a beef. Oh wow. Um, I don't think he's the right person to tell this story based on his treatment of women and his own children. Well, true.
Here's my thing,
Or
Justin.
is he the
I
right person to fund it?
Right. That's my thing, Justin. I was going to say, I don't think he'll actually be involved as in be on camera discussing his
I don't think
relationship with Diddy or what or his interactions with Diddy. I don't think he would actually be involved
tell the
in
story.
that process. However, if he is funding it, I fully support that.
Fully. Latoya says 50 is very strategic. Yes, he is. He's a very smart businessman as well, which is why he's actually still making it out here in these wet streets.
Mhm.
Um, he made it public whose revolt sponsors hmm, were so that they had no choice but to pull out. And yes, that is true. I did see that he made it public the sponsors for revolt, and they did. Yeah. Justin, there is a deeper story with 50, his son, and a baby mama. There is. Um, Not saying that any of it's good though, or okay, but it's sad, in my opinion. Robin says an
It is very
NDA.
sad.
Mhm. Robin says an NDA is not enforceable if it prohibits one from speaking on legal illegal activities. So yeah, she's gonna be all right. Latoya says Jennifer probably Netflix. Yeah,
Could be.
Dustin.
Hey, Justin.
Dustin's here. Thank you for making it on
So glad
in.
you're here. Missed you today, Dustin.
Oh, and Aaron says, "Hi, Dustin. I missed you today. Missed you so much today."
It's almost like I read that comment myself.
Okay.
Anyways, Jennifer, go ahead and give us your social media contacts real quick.
Do I have to?
No, not necessarily, because I can go ahead and say mine, and we can be done with it.
That's cute. All right. I am the Light of the Leo. Just go ahead and follow me at the Light of the Leo with no spaces on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Go ahead and follow me. We always have great fun on my channel. Jonathan's there a lot. So if you like him, you'll like my channel too
Yes.
as well.
You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. We love you being here with us.
We
We
love
love the
you.
banter. We love the back and forth. We love the comment section. We love the chat. We love all of y'all. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much. It means the world to us. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys for joining us this evening. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say bye for now, y'all. Good night and have a wonderful weekend.
Bye. Thank you, Robin. Robin says fun chatting with y'all. Have a good night. See y'all at around 10 on Saturday around 10-ish. Yes.
Yes, yes,
That's when you'll see
Robin.
us.
We will see you then, girl.
Bye, y'all. Bye. I'm turning it off.
Bye, y'all.